Short-term rentals have been a hot issue here in Las Vegas for a while. The large number of tourists means that these rentals can create a nice income for their owners through websites like Airbnb and VRBO. Recently, though, the county instituted new rules restricting the usage and the number of short-term rentals all over town. Based on these restrictions, you might think, there's no way they would allow any sort of short-term rental on the Las Vegas Strip. But guess what? You'd be wrong. Today, I'm going to cover how short-term rentals on the Strip are possible because of the specific hotel condos that allow them. By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear understanding of which hotels participate, how they're managed, the types of fees involved, and other important info. A hotel condo is a property that's operated as a hotel, but it's actually a condominium, and certain ones expressly allow short-term rentals through websites like Airbnb and VRBO. Individual owners can purchase the units, and then they'll generally rent them out through either the hotel's own rental program, a third-party service, or they can self-manage the unit. A majority of these properties operate as luxury hotels, and to tourists, they're indistinguishable from corporate-owned hotels. The benefit for the owner is the ability to have a vacation home that still produces revenue, even when the owner's absent. Part of the renewed demand for these hotel condo units are the future special events that are now scheduled on the Strip, which are going to bring extremely high room rates with them. Formula One is coming to Vegas in November, and recently they extended their contract with the city until 2032, that's 10 years. That weekend in particular is already seeing room rates in the thousands of dollars per night, which honestly rivals room rates for cities that are hosting the Super Bowl. And speaking of the Super Bowl, well, it turns out that we're hosting the Super Bowl in 2024 as well. The next year is chock full of high profile and high priced events. These individual weekends could very well provide owners of hotel condos with a significant windfall. So there are currently 5 different hotel condos that are on or near the Las Vegas Strip that allow some form of short-term rentals. So let's briefly look at each one. First, we have the MGM Signature Suites, which is located right behind the famed MGM Grand Hotel on the south side of the Strip. MGM Signature boasts 3 different towers and is actually connected to the MGM for easy access. Currently, the prices for available units at MGM Signature are going for about $300,000 and up, depending on size and the floor you're on. Next, we have Vdara, which is located at City Center, directly on the Las Vegas Strip, and it has easy access to the other City Center hotels such as Aria and the Cosmopolitan, and is actually the most centrally located property when looking at the Strip as a whole. This is an upscale hotel, and it's the highest price of the bunch, with units currently going for about $600,000 and up. Palms Place is located a little bit off the Strip on Flamingo, closer to Chinatown, with access to the actual Palms Hotel next door. Now, this property has the largest one-bedroom suites of the 5 properties I'm going to list. Currently, prices for the available units at Palms Place are going for about $325,000 and up. Next, we have the Trump International, which is located towards the north end of the Strip, and is actually across from the Fashion Show Mall. This hotel is very well kept, and currently units there are available from about $250,000 and up. And finally, last but not least, we have the Platinum Hotel, which is located 1 block east of the Strip, and is actually the most affordable of the 5 properties, with units currently available from about $200,000 and up. When it comes to managing these hotel condo units, there are really 3 ways this is handled. The first is having the actual hotel take care of things with their in-house rental program. If you decide you want the actual hotel rental program to handle the unit, then the common revenue split is going to be 50-50. The benefit to using the hotel's program is the idea that you would get more bookings and higher occupancy, since traffic is going to be ported from the hotel's own website. Some of the hotels also lower the specific fees you pay them since the split is higher. Remember though that these properties do not allow the units to be Airbnb'd if you're in the hotel rental program, since your unit would be on a rotation based on demand, so they need it ready in case. Next, we have third-party management companies which take less of a cut, usually on average about 25% of the revenue. Now, certain fees like the cleaning fee would be higher since you aren't using the hotel's own rental program, but some property management companies will actually cover this fee for you. The main worry with using a third-party management company is that you might get less traffic since they're converting demand from their own websites, places like Airbnb, VRBO, and other multiple booking platforms. Interestingly enough though, I was told by at least 2 of the companies that they get similar occupancy rates to what the hotels get on their own. If that's true, then that means that third-party management companies could be more lucrative because of the split. The last thing to know about the third-party management companies here in Vegas is that each one manages specific properties, but not all 5. There is some overlap in what they manage, and in the next chapter, I'm going to list the specific properties that each major third-party management company works with. The final option is going to be to manage the condo yourself, self-management. If you choose this path, then really you're bringing in business from Airbnb, VRBO, and likewise websites. You'd keep everything minus the fees you pay to the properties. Now obviously this is a lot more time intensive, but if you live in Vegas already, then it could be an option. If you do choose this path, then you need to have a Clark County business license and pay any applicable taxes. If hiring a third-party management company sounds like the move you'd make, then there are a few companies in Vegas that you should be aware of. The first is Jet Luxury Management, which was established in 2008 and represents properties across the country, along with a couple in Costa Rica. Locally, they work with the owners at Vdara and the MGM Signature Suites. Next, we have Strip View Suites, which was founded in 2015 and focuses on properties solely in Vegas. They work with owners at Palms Place, MGM Signature, and Vdara. Next, we have LSI, or Luxury Suites International, which has been around since 2007 and represents owners at properties here and in Hawaii. Locally, they represent owners at Vdara and the MGM Signature Suites. Now, each of these companies has a website that allows bookings for the hotel condos they represent directly, along with managing listings for short-term rental websites to ensure the most amount of eyeballs are on these units. There are other management companies and groups that help owners manage these properties, but these ones seem to have the best infrastructure to be able to bring clients to those owners. I'd add some links in the description for more info on these companies if you're interested. So there are two major types of units available at these hotel condos. The first is going to be the studio suite, where there's a bedroom, a sitting area, and any kitchen or kitchenette inside of the same room. Generally, these rooms are about 500 to 700 square feet large. The second type of room is the one-bedroom suite. Now, this type of unit has 2 rooms total, with one being the bedroom, and then the other one being the living area along with the kitchen or kitchenette. Across the different properties, these are going to range in size from about 800 square feet to 1,200 square feet. Now, if you're looking for a 2-bedroom suite, then there are a couple listings out there that show it as such, but in truth, what they really are 2 adjoining suites being sold together. A 1-bedroom suite adjoined with a studio suite. Owners of hotel condo units are required to pay an assortment of fees each month, as well as per booking to the hotel. Each of the 5 hotels has different fees, and concrete numbers for some of them are really hard to come by. Instead, I'm going to list some of the common fees that you guys would encounter. One of the largest fees you'll see is the HOA, or shared component monthly fee, and this can range from a few $100s a month to over $1,500 for certain properties. The studio suites generally will pay about half of what the 1-bedroom suites would pay for this fee. A transient fee is also charged to help cover the costs of handling the nightly rentals, and it can be a few $100s each month. Some properties and certain third-party rental companies will offer discounts or reimbursements for this fee. Next, we have the DTI fee, which is a monthly charge for telephone and internet access. Next, we have FF&E, which is furniture, fixtures, and equipment, and this is a small fee that's deducted from the nightly revenue and used to help pay for future replacement, repairs, or renovation. Now, this fee goes into an accumulation fund for when the time comes that these items need to be fixed or replaced. Cleaning fees are self-explanatory. The important thing to know about them are that some properties will lower the cleaning fee if you use the in-house rental program. Also, there are some third-party management companies that will cover this fee for you through the revenue split. Maintenance fees are also self-explanatory, and they're deducted based on the specific number of nights that your unit is rented each month. This fee goes to ensure that there's a maintenance staff that's ready and available 24/7 for every unit in case something goes wrong. Now, these fees will vary by property, and certain ones may combine them or call them something different, but essentially these will be the common fees you'll see when you're looking at each of the different properties. If you own one of these hotel condo units and it's being managed by the hotel or a third party, then the question becomes, am I able to stay there when I want? The simple answer is yes, you are. Each property allows for owner nights, with the caveat that it's booked in advance to ensure that there's no conflict with other reservations. Looking at the policy for signature suites, for example, owners would still be required to pay for fees like housekeeping, but the actual nightly room rate is waived for the nights you stay there. You check in as normal, put down a card for incidentals too, the whole 9 yards. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about the hotel condos that allow short-term rentals in Las Vegas, then I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.